February 23, 2018, when Yahoo Sports published documents from the FBI's investigation into corruption in college basketball on Friday. It showed the players from more than 20 of the nation's top programs were implicated in possibly breaking NCAA rules. It's a complicated case with a lot of layers, so here is a breakdown of the key teams, players and others who have been involved since the charges were first unveiled in September. Teams identified in FBI probe. The following teams were mentioned in Yahoo's report. Other teams such as Auburn, Arizona and Oklahoma State were implicated when the original charges came out last September. Potential impermissible benefits and preferential treatment for players and families: Alabama, Duke, Kentucky, LSU, Maryland, Michigan State, NC State, North Carolina, Seton Hall, Texas, USC, Washington. FBI taps intercepted multiple conversations between Arizona basketball coach Sean Miller and sports agent Christian Dawkins, in which Miller discussed a $100,000 payment to ensure star freshman DeAndre Ayton signed with the Wildcats, sources told ESPN. Players at basketball powers such as Duke, UNC, Kentucky, Michigan State, and Kansas may have committed NCAA violations that were uncovered by an FBI investigation, according to Yahoo Sports. Schools named in former ASM Sports employee Christian Dawkins' expense reports, seeking reimbursement for thousands of dollars he paid to college and high school players and their families. Clemson, Kansas, Louisville, Michigan State, South Carolina, Texas, USC, Utah, Wichita State, Xavier. Schools that had players' families listed as meeting with Dawkins: Alabama, Creighton, Duke, Iowa State, Kentucky, North Carolina, Notre Dame, Texas, Vanderbilt, Virginia. Schools with active players implicated: Alabama, Colin Sexton, Duke, Wendell Carter, Kentucky, Kevin Knox, Michigan State, Miles Bridges, South Carolina, Brian Bowen, Texas, Eric Davis Jr., USC, Benny Boatwright. Schools with former players implicated: Clemson, Creighton, Iowa State, Kansas, Louisville, LSU, Maryland, NC State, North Carolina, Notre Dame, Seton Hall, Utah, Vanderbilt, Virginia, Washington, Wichita State. Xavier. Latest report from Yahoo on the college basketball corruption scandal implicates some of the game's biggest programs and players. Brian Spurlock, USA Today sports show Arizona fits in. Sources told ESPN that FBI wiretaps intercepted telephone conversations between Arizona coach Sean Miller and Christian Dawkins, a key figure in the FBI's investigation into college basketball corruption, in which Miller discussed paying $100,000 to ensure star freshman DeAndre Ayton signed with the Wildcats. Arizona released a statement saying Miller and the school agreed for him not to coach the Wildcats game Saturday against Oregon, citing the best interests of the university and the basketball program. The school announced that Ayton, who is averaging 19.9 points and 11.2 rebounds per game this year, was eligible to play. The Arizona Board of Regents met in an emergency executive session Saturday to receive legal advice regarding the issue and plans to reconvene for updates and legal advice in the coming days. This is an emotionally charged issue, but it is essential that we move forward decisively and based on facts, Regents Chair Bill Ryder said in a statement. We must do everything we can to ensure that our programs are of the highest caliber, as we must also protect the rights of all involved and respect due process for employees. A lawyer representing the family of Ayton called allegations involving the Arizona star freshman false and urged the FBI, the NCAA and the university to come out publicly and clear Ayton's name. In a statement, attorney Lyndon B. Rose said Ayton's family is outraged and disgusted by reports that have falsely implied that her son or his family have any involvement in illegal or prohibited activities regarding his decision to matriculate at the University of Arizona. Names to no key figures from Yahoo Sports report on Friday. Andy Miller, a prominent former NBA agent and the founder of ASM Sports, represented the likes of Kevin Garnett, Kristaps Porzingis and Kyle Lowry, but relinquished his certification in December amid unfolding allegations that his agency was heavily involved in the college basketball scandal. Miller's computer was seized last year in an FBI raid. Teaming with Dawkins, Miller issued 4- and 5-figure payments to several high school and college players, according to Yahoo Sports. Christian Dawkins, the sports agent, a former youth tournament director and AAU figure who is alleged to have been instrumental in conspiring with others implicated in the scandal to arrange payments to each of the 4 assistant coaches arrested in September. Before opening his own agency, Dawkins, 25, worked for Miller's ASM Sports. Dennis Smith Jr., the rookie point guard for the Dallas Mavericks, received a 5-figure payment, according to documents, before his time at NC State. Smith was named the ACC Freshman of the Year in 2016-17 and was selected last year with the 9th pick of the NBA draft. Isaiah Whitehead, a second-year point guard for the Brooklyn Nets, he reportedly received a 5-figure payment while at Seton Hall. Whitehead is the most high-profile recruit to have signed with coach Kevin Willard at the school and led the Pirates to a Big East tournament title in 2016. Idris Bam Adebayo, a rookie center with the Miami Heat, Adebayo received a 5-figure payment before his one season at Kentucky, according to documents. He was drafted with the 4th